Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of our isolated city here in City Skylines. But today we are continuing the expansion. We've done a lot of heavy industrial stuff lately, and it's all about now trying to make it as efficient as we possibly can. Recently we built a water treatment plant, which wasn't the best, but it does what we needed to do. We're starting to use more power than what we are producing, so I think it might be a good idea as well to start looking at building some type of a power plant. Now, we've recently built a oil industry and a cargo airport, and that's all taking place on the one island over here, which I feel like this island over here right now, it's got the oil industry, it's got the fishing industry, it's got the cargo airport, some industrial down here. It's becoming quite heavily industrial related, which I think it might be a good area, a good location to build our power plants. Now, if you are enjoying this series, guys, you want to see more, make sure you smash the like button down below. If you are new in here, make sure you do subscribe so you get notified when the next episode does come out. We currently have this for power. We have a bunch of solar power plants. Now, they're great, they do wonders, but it just feels like it's awkwardly paced down at the moment. I kind of want to build maybe a solar farm down here, which would be really, really good for us. A solar farm will be handy because it's green energy, it doesn't cause any pollution, and it's quite good, providing the sun doesn't go away. So that's what I want to try and recreate down here. We're going to try and build something up. Now, we have the Ringer Road right now of the oil industry, which the farm's going to be on the outside, so we're going to kind of build it here. But I want to do like a couple of lines, a couple of rows, and get these solar plants down. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have another highway connection around here. Most likely, it probably would be a good idea because they are too far spaced apart. Do I have anything else that's quite spaced apart? I mean, I know these two are spaced apart, but we kind of have this awkward one in the middle. They're spaced apart, but that doesn't really matter because the entry point there. Not really. No. See, we need power, guys. Why is my power at the minute? Sorry. Yeah, we definitely need to build this solar plant right now. So, if I built it as close to that bend as I can, the better. If I was to build another one. And that will then lead me onto building something around here or having a connection for these guys. Yeah. So I don't think it's my main worry at the moment. I don't think it's my main worry. So let me just kind of come off this now. We're going to use dirt roads because I feel like that is exactly what we kind of need for our solar farm. And I reckon we come off. So the first one, if I do a 20 and just go across just there. How big is the solar plant? Okay, that's a decent size. So maybe not... Is that 5? That's 5 away. So maybe not the full 20. Oh, that fits perfect. That's where we're going, guys. That is where we're going right now. So if I do a run coming down, I'm not sure how far I'm going to take it and whatnot. But if I just bring this up to here... Oh, this is quite exciting. This is quite exciting. Get that in. We'll also have it on the other side too, but we'll also try and make it... We'll make it go down here and then have a couple of going in that direction. But it all comes down to placement, to be honest with you. It all comes down to placement. Now, these are 80 grand a pop, okay? We can definitely afford them. We can also afford the upkeep. It's not a problem. You know, we ain't begging for cash. So if I build 2... If I build 2... And then I do a little bit of a dirt road just to end there. And then bring this that way. By 20. I could potentially build another 2. Or I can have them going a different direction. Now, we'll have them just here as well. We'll build another 2 just there. So that is then 4 in total. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, I could relocate the other ones that I've got. We currently have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which we'll actually start, reallocating. 6. So we've already got more than what we originally had. Oh, I need to get my road down first. So bringing you down to there. Bring you down to 20 just for now. It doesn't really matter. We're going to redo all this section in just a moment. So this is my solar plant farm. I'm actually liking the idea of this. So let's move these then rather than buying new ones. We'll just pay the 16,000, sorry, reallocation fee, as we're going to call it. For moving the solar farm. And this is going to be pretty good. I might even eventually move my water treatment plant down here as well. I reckon that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Now, is it a little bit too close to the fence? I'll move it over by a few more in just a moment. So let's reposition the rest of these then. I'm going to have to do some rejigging with the power. Because I don't know if it all connects and stretches that far. Because I think, if I just pause the game right now, I think this area is only powered by this down here. So oh, okay, I'm killing off the island. I'm slowly killing off the island. Right, move these down to here. So that's glorious. We'll do a 12 there and bring this down as well. Now that should be more than enough power. That is 4, 8, 12. I had, what, about 6 before? So this should see us through for quite some time on the island. It really should. So if I just then select all this, not select any trees, and then drag all the way down to there, and just move it over by a few. Right, I moved it over by 10. Just so, because I know this is on a slight hill, so it'll kind of fall down just nicely. There we go, there we go. Do I want a ring road to go around the edge, let's say, of this? I mean, it's not going to be perfect. It might clip in slightly. But if I brought this up to there, deleted this, I reckon we should build a ring road going around it. And have this as a separate area and also create a fence for it as well. Because it's a closed off area. I don't really want anybody going here. It's our solar farm. I actually like the idea of this. This is actually quite cool. So delete you. That's the entry point there. And I can also build another fence. I'm going to move this over a bit more. I don't care right now. I'm moving it over. Oh, hang on. Let me undo. Oh, snap. Okay, we've gone too far. We've gone too far now, guys. We've kind of... Oh, no, no, no. Right, there we go. I didn't re-add back in. Right, is that about right? That road there has gone all messed up. Right, I didn't reselect the new roads. And at the same time, what is that node there is picking up? I have no idea. Right, I reckon there's fine. That's fine. It will complement the edge of our oil industry. This is so weird that I'm building this, but I like it at the same time. I'm going to like it all at the same time. So, water, hopefully that will be sufficient enough. Can't even English. And we then need to connect it up by power. The power up to the majority of the rest of the area. So, what we'll do, what would be the best way to do this? Honestly, the best way to be to go across the waterfront just here. So if I just select here for now and just kind of bridge this all the way across. I know it's a bit of an epic, but that will give everywhere the power that they need. So once that's all done and dusted, we're producing 2,500 megawatts. But I do want to delete these two. And that should be substantial for quite some time right now. That should be quite substantial for quite some time. What a cool little area. And I did say I wanted to get rid of these wind turbines slowly. So now is my chance to do so. As I have a proper solar farm now all built up. That is absolutely glorious. Right, get rid of all these. Goodbye. It was nice to know you. Get out of my face. I don't want to see you ever again. Right, that's good stuff. So, we do need to connect it up by some road. Okay. Oh, is this now not connected? Oh, okay. Okay. Right, there we go. Oh, they were connected originally via the wind turbines. Right, we should be okay now, guys. We should now be okay, right? Power. Water? Wait, we got a water issue? Water availability. Was it because these pumps... Oh, I think these pumps over here didn't have water for a moment. Are we okay, though? I mean, water availability is looking pretty low. I do want to build a new one of these at some point. I want to reallocate this maybe to over here and stuff like that. And what's our garbage situation like? I know we got all these over there, but nothing really else. But also build a garbage plant down here too. We're going to reallocate all of our utilities. Now, it does mean that we'll eventually need a highway connection, so I reckon we're going to have to squeeze one in. All right? We're going to have to squeeze one in. Now, let me clone it from an area that will be quite... Yeah, let's clone it from this one. That's probably the easiest one to do. So, grab everything just here. All right. And we'll pause the game, and we'll come back in just a minute. So, we'll take it from there. So, we'll utilize... Because that's the straight bit there. I'll keep that straight bit and then just come off it. Hopefully what we kind of select right now is adequate enough and long enough. So if I put it... Right, I'm going to try and do it central. I reckon that's about it. I could be completely wrong, but I reckon that's about it. Bam. Fingers crossed. Highway to hell. I'm on the highway to hell. Okay, it's almost. We'll get away with it. We'll get away with it. You won't notice it. So trains, connections all now taking place. Now, do we have the one on the ground there? No, that does not transfer over. So, believe it or not, without doing anything additional, apart from obviously connecting this now up, the lane management, we should be good to go. There we go. The roundabout should be automatically set up. Yep. So back into play mode then. We shouldn't really have any disruptions right now. But we do have a beautiful connection either side to access this area. So this road here, it is a 4-lane road. Get out of underground mode, please. Thanking you. And it's got the trees either side. So if I just bring this down to there, so it lines up with that. To there. I don't think I need that connection no more. And I can just bring in a... Because this should... I mean, I don't think it's parallel. Alright, I don't think it's parallel. But let me double check. So if I came down by 20 and just kind of go across. Kind of go across here to there. Do you know what? That's scarily parallel, right? Yes. That is freaky with how parallel that is, considering that I free-handed placing that down. I don't think I could ever do that again. That was a little bit too scary. That was a little bit too scary, if you ask me. Now, thinking about it, scrap all this off. I actually like the idea of the road coming out at the top here. So if I came out by a 10, 5 by 5. Alright. And I could have like an entry point just here. So if I came out by an 11, in case I want to keep that grid style. Now I know this road is kind of long-winded. That is a 21. So if I do a 10 by 10. And up to there is a 19. So if I do a 14, that should leave me with a 5 by 5 bend. And there we go. So the reason for that is, right, I want to keep the entrance completely separate. And it will build something else around it, whether that is a smaller garbage plant around this area or whatnot. But I like the idea of keeping it all separate and that be the entrance in. Because then what I could do is I could then go to the fences. And let's pick a good fence. Oil industry fence. I mean, that is quite a big one. We've got the airport fence there. We've got the ore industry. Farm fence. We have the park fence here. Amusement. What feels right? The zoo. Let's go for the forestry fence, because it's wooden. It'll kind of feel... Well, the colour scheme of it feels quite nice. But I'm going to go from here then. So sticking 2 out. I'm going to move this all the way up. And on this side will be a bit different, because sticking from 2 out here, So if I did it like this, get that to there, stick 2 out there, and then run this up to there. Like I said, this is the entry to the wind farm, the solar farm. Oh, that's a little bit too far. Okay, that doesn't want to go the full distance, but that's okay, because I can still bend that and fix it. Now, it's a case of where do I run this to? I reckon we run this to just there for now. So bringing that out there, so if I kind of... go there. Can I delete that little section? Hoping that this is going to work, and I can do like a 2 by 2 bend. Bringing that straight down. So that connects from there. So here, right now, is going to be a little bit different. It's more of a 3 by 3. Because of how it naturally kind of comes together. That's actually really cool. And then I do the same here. A 3... Actually, we'll do the... all of this first. I can hear water flowing really bad. Why do I hear water flowing here? That's weird. That's it's really weird, that is, isn't it? It really is. Alright, there's the 2 there, so we should get now the 3 by 3 bend. Now, obviously, we got to follow it around. So go for a straight bit there. And I reckon we should then just kind of go with it with these little bends here. Right, on this side, if I can get the little connection in, which gets a little bit more difficult the more and more I do this. Alright, we might have to kind of sacrifice this section just to get it to work. Oh, it's going to delete all of that, isn't it? Right, we slightly have to sacrifice some of it for the purpose of getting it to kind of fit in and work. Right, that will do. So we now have a fence that kind of borders around it. So it kind of locks the area in, which is really good. And what I'll do is... it's probably not the best idea. Right, let me get the right type of trees. It's probably not the best idea right now. There we go. To place trees around the edge. Because they can cast shadows on our solar farm, but the game doesn't take into effect shadows being cast. Alright, there we go. A way to kind of give us like that additional privacy. And I really should take away the little bushes, because we're planting way too many of these little bushes down for my liking. Especially there. Yikes. Now, I know it looks a little bit ridiculous now, but you gotta remember, once I've built everything else up around it, this will feel absolutely glorious. It's like you're driving into the wilderness. That is what I'm going to love about this little section. Makes it feel like very, very country-esque. Right, for now, that's how we'll leave it. But what an entrance. Then we kind of get this rectangle here that we can work with maybe some waste transfer facilities. But beautiful. I like this. It's quite a dramatic entrance. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Not bad, considering. Right. So the solar and the power have now been solidified, and we've got them, which is going to cover it. I can basically build everything I've built so far again, and I'll still have some power left over. So that should see us through for quite some time, which is really good. I'm really happy with that. In a weird way, I'm really happy with that. How are we doing everywhere else then? Now, we created this little slip road last episode, which is quite handy for some of these fools. We do have some industry needs. What's the unemployment like these days? We still have a fair few jobs that we can still fill. And I do want to squeeze in more of the dirty industry. Now, the more I build around here, the more that we're going to slowly need to sort out the on and off ramps for the area. So if I just kind of cover all of this. Now, I'm loving the fact that they're starting to use the train over here, which is perfect. It's exactly what we wanted them to do. But my concern is, right, that the more and more I throw industry down, the more and more overloaded this will eventually become. Thus meaning, I've got this little slip coming off. I need to create a slip to go on. Now, my other issue is, it's the direction in which they want to go in. Or shall I just let them all build first and see if that issue prevails? I'm telling you this now because I feel like that is going to be an issue. It might not. They might all decide to just export the goods via the train stations around, thus alleviating the traffic. But this is really annoying me, man. It's annoying me so bad. And it's a case of, why don't you just use this little slip road coming off? So, like, where are you going? Down to there. Would it not have been quicker to go off this way? And that's where I might have to reevaluate the speed limit. Because I also feel like this road here is set to 80. So if I reduce it back to a 50, it's because of the style of road that it is. If I put it back to a 50. 50. Oh, maybe I should have kept 80 coming from that direction. And that slip road is an 80. I'm going to make it 100. That sounds ridiculous, I know. So 80, 80, 80. So I'm hoping then that tricks the game into thinking that if you want to get over here, it's so much quicker to drive off there and then down. Then go through all of this. That's what we're hoping we're going to trick the game into thinking. But if this becomes more of an issue, I'm going to create a proper slip road to this highway over here. So they haven't got to keep relying on this. So I'll create a proper variation of it. So that should be pretty fun. Right. That's glorious. I'm absolutely loving this. Absolutely loving this right now. I'm going to leave that as it is. And maybe next episode I'll come and build some transfer facilities to see how things go. We're going to try and grow the population a little bit more as well. Because, you know, we still got to try and bulk it up as much as we can. These guys over here are screaming out for not enough educated workers. Sadiak. I know, guys. We'll definitely get them in. Just hold your horses. Hold your horses right now. I've still got many areas in which I've got to fill up with residential. So we have some offices over here. This I'm going to move. I'm 100% going to move this over here at some point. Because it now just does not feel right where it's situated. It does not feel right at all. So let's start to build up some stuff around here then. So coming off this, I've got to find the right... There's the 10. That doesn't feel right, does it? Let me delete this. Right, so that is straight into there. So if I do a 10... Wait, what's going on with this? There we go. A 10 in, and then down to there's 31. So if I do 20, that way we've got our little marker. Okay. So if I just cut across there and then continue this way, but obviously delete this one because I don't want that one in there, we can now build a little area around here. So if I go 10, straight down, cut in, and then building this across, how far am I going to take it? So let's take it to the legitimate 20. And then if that came down to there, if I do my next set of 10. There we go. We'll slip and slide that into here. So that would go there. If that makes it an 8. So if I come back by 8. So I need to do that by a 5. 8 by 8 bend. That's an 11 by 11 bend. And those two areas are now just collided. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Now we're going to try and replicate that moving forward a bit more. Now they enter from that side, so this won't affect anything over here. So just kind of trying to find the marker points again. There we go. So delete that, delete that. And so is it just easier to go straight with this right now? A 9 by 9, almost. Go straight in. We'll do another 5 there. And that'll lead us for a 7 by 7. Where's the 7 mark? So 14 there. If I do a 7 here. Going with a straight bend right now. 7 by 7. Alright, that closes all this area up right now, which is perfect. So what I'm going to do, for the first time in this area, I believe, is there any high density around here? There isn't, no. We're going to build some here. So place it all in there. Going down here right now. I know it's near the train station. The cargo train station. But we'll be able to handle the noise complaints. It shouldn't be too bad. Delete the power so we can kind of get all this connected. Go up to there. I don't know if building a building on this corner will be a little bit too close to the highway. But we shall see. We shall see. So that was an intricate part of a connection. So if I just run the connection down here instead. Wait, that already connects. What am I doing? It's the water and stuff over here that needs to connect. Where's the best place to connect it? Oh, I can do it right there, right in front of my face. Right in front of my face, boys. So that will be back up and running. So a little bit of a high density, which is perfect over here. And in terms of public transport right now around this area, we should have some buses skedooling through. Which will collect people. I mean, I can actually readjust this right now. So they would have come down here to turn around. Oh, actually, I can make one of these roads kind of connect in. I didn't realize I had so much more space over here to play around with. So if I brought this out by, let's say, a 10. And I bring this out by an 11. Just so I can set up my alignment. And we take the bend this way instead. So that there is an 11 by an 11. There we go. And I reckon it's probably too much to ask for a connection here. Ooh, actually maybe not. It might be very bendy in the end. But that's a pretty cool way to get a connection out of that. I mean, to be honest with you, this area... I'm going to scrap that idea because all that there will be gone soon. So we'll just leave it like this. And for now then... So the bus comes there, goes this way, goes down, and then doesn't have a stop until coming around here. So if I moved it to over here... Where's it... Actually, no, scrap that. Hold on, where's it going to have this stop? Oh, okay, this is all backwards now, isn't it? So it goes into there, it comes down, has a stop there, and then goes down and in? I'm confused to where this is meant to be heading. So that comes out, it goes up this way to stop there to come back out. So it goes there first by the looks of it. If I scrap that off and then scrap this stop off. From there I could maybe have a stop here. To then, I mean we've got a metro stop just there as well. Have a stop just there, which picks them all up. That'll then come down to go in, where that comes out and goes round that way. Okay. So it uses this as a little bit of a loop because the way the road is. So that's good. I didn't realize there was an actual stop here as well. So that's great connectivity with the metro and the buses. So this all works out in the long run. It all works out in the long run. Right. So this is good stuff. This is very, very good stuff right now. We're going to grow the population a bit with this new residential. I've got my new solar farm all set up. And we're going to see what happens when this industrial area over here builds up. And that will determine... I mean, you can already tell there's a lot more vehicles using this road. So, I still need to do a little bit more changes here and there. I might stop them from making a left turn here. So, as soon as you go in there, you do that. And then you got to skid out of whatever way. But it could be as well... I need to set up some proper turns here and there to, you know, make this area a little bit more accessible. We're going to get some garbage plants set up here next episode as well. And I want to look at some point towards utilizing this island. I've got an idea for it. I won't say what it is just yet, but what I will say is, guys, if you did enjoy this episode and want to see more, smash the like button down below. And until next time, I see you all soon, so goodbye.